Hello, my friends. Welcome to God Focus this morning. The title of today's episode is Obedience Created Humbleness. In 2 Kings chapter 5, we have a story of a captain of the host of the king of Syria named Naaman. He was a great and honorable man. He was a mighty man of valor, but he had leprosy. His wife's maid had been taken captive from Israel, and she told his wife that if Naaman would go see Elisha the prophet, that God would heal him of leprosy. When Naaman came to the house of Elisha, he sent his servant to the door. He told him that Elisha said to go and wash in the Jordan 7 times, and his flesh would be cleansed from the disease. 2 Kings 5:11 through 14. But Naaman was wroth and went away and said, Behold, I thought, he will surely come out to me and stand and call on the name of the Lord his God and strike his hand over the place and recover the leper. Are not Abana and Pharpar rivers of Damascus better than all the waters of Israel? May I not wash in them and be cleansed? So he turned and went away in a rage. And his servant came near and spoke unto him and said, My father, if the prophet had bid thee to do some great thing, wouldst thou not have done it? How much rather then when he saith to thee, Wash and be clean? Then went he down and dipped himself 7 times in the Jordan, according to the saying of the man of God, and his flesh came again like unto the flesh of a little child, and was clean. Naaman was used to people obeying him and thinking that he was someone that was above the average man. His position gave him a lot of power in Syria. He was a little arrogant. He got angry because Elisha didn't come out and pray over him. After all, he was Naaman, captain of the host. He was really upset that Elisha's servant told him that the prophet said, Go dip in the Jordan 7 times. He didn't want to go to the Jordan because it was muddy. God was trying to humble him. Naaman wanted to go to the Abana or Pharpar river because they were clearer, cleaner water. Then his servant said something profound. If the prophet had bid you do something great, would you not have done it? Naaman thought about it and went and dipped himself 7 times in the Jordan. God honored the words of Elisha and healed Naaman. Naaman was so excited that he returned to Elisha. He declared that there was no God in the earth except the God of Israel. Naaman tried to leave him gifts of gold and silver and 10 changes of clothes, but Elisha refused to take anything from him and sent him on his way. How many times have we planned out scenarios of how we think God is going to work? He rarely does what we have asked him to do in the way that we think he will. Faith is a factor in getting God to answer our prayers, but obedience is also a big factor. Just as God had a reason for telling Naaman to dip in the Jordan, he has a reason for what he asks of us. Many times it is to work something out of us that needs to be changed in our lives. It is not always that we are not humble, as in Naaman's case. It could be something completely different. But you can be sure that God doesn't do anything without a reason. There's a lesson he wants us to learn in our circumstances. God asks us to pray and study his word. We are often resistant because our flesh doesn't want to give up doing what it wants to do. If he asks some great thing from us, will we not do it? It really is something to think about the next time you decide to not pray or study the word. Our Lord is amazing and loves us so much. He only wants what is best for us. We do not have to do great big things all the time. Sometimes he wants us to be faithful in the small things. We need to be consistent in the small things, and he will add more to us as we grow in him. Naaman's obedience created humbleness before God. We have to be humble in order for God to use us to shine our light into this dark world. The next time God asks you to do something that you don't want to do, think about Naaman and think about the wise words of his servant. Then go do what God has asked. Thanks for watching. Until next time, be bold, be brave, and keep your God focus. Like, share, and subscribe for more encouragement. Have a good day.